Hello guys, how about you play? Alan Wake. Now basically the reason I play these games because it's because psychological horror thing, I guess. I guess.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and is what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Alan Wake. Wee!
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone.
Episode 1 Nightmare.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Hello, this is Sam Lake. I'm the creative director of Remedy and the lead writer of original Alan Wake. Welcome to the commentary track of Alan Wake Remastered. I'm excited to talk about things that I kind of feel should not be talked about. You know, the unanswered mystery and all. I very much think that you own this now, this story, this experience, this game. You are free to find your own answers from it. Your own theories. You're free to love and hate the parts that you love and hate. Nothing I say makes any theory more official than another. It's just my theory. What I was thinking when
A
I
game
wrote, but
theory.
maybe I didn't see or know what it really was about. So, a spoiler alert is in order. I will talk about things here as if you had already gone on this journey. Also, potentially mentioning things of other Remedy games in similar way in the process. I will definitely say a couple of words about Control and how it ties to Alan Wake. So if you are playing for the first time, you might want to turn off this commentary from the option screen and come back to this later on.
Refer to you control.
The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere. I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Now shit goes real. And you can teleport.
Recognize me, do you, writer? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with it equals lies. You missed your deadline. You can't stop me.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I've been working on.
So there will be context. Basically, this writer has an ability when always read something must bring that to reality. That's what I believe. Man, he's very cooked.
I was trapped. There was no way out. Cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Okay, God, we'll follow the light.
I'm recording this in May 2021. We celebrated the 11th anniversary of the original game last week. I'm very happy to be doing this. I'm very grateful for the continued love and support that all Alan Wake's fans have kept showing us.
Does Alan Wake have fandom? Huh.
No. I'm really happy that we got to make this remastered version. Both for you, our fans, to return to it. With crisper visuals and modern technology, now we can take advantage of the power of the new platforms to offer improved graphics and better frame rate and improved cinematics, because they were not the best part of the experience due to some production reasons even back then. And of course, to give this opportunity for new players on new platforms to experience Alan Wake for the first time. This is the original game, remastered. This is not a remake. We have not touched the actual content and the story, just the visuals and the tech.
Don't you think?
Get your flashlight toward you and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer detects you, but it's still inside and burning. You can't be safe. He's still a threat. He's still your enemy. Here, take the gun. Good. You've done well. Remember what I taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
I can keep this up.
Okay, I think we are close and safe.
Baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Wait, here is exactly, honey. Welcome to the Bridge Force. Bright Falls. Wait a minute, you mean the Disney one? I know it was actually a real life place. Because if it wasn't, I guess you can say the studio who make Alan Wake have a serious copyright issue with Disney.
Let's act like we're on vacation.
Okay, so let's talk about beginnings a bit.
Sure.
I mean, for all of these creative projects, it would be nice to claim that these stories and these experiences, the visions of them have just popped out of our heads and being ready. But in truth, it takes a long time, and there are many different beginnings for these stories. And sometimes looking back, it's even hard to say where it all began. Some ideas have been bouncing around in your head for a long time, and then suddenly it burst out from the dark, and there it is, and that's one nugget that ends up being a beginning.
Poe for Alice. How can I pose for you, girl?
One picture won't kill you. By the railing, next to the old man.
Next to the old man. The old man?
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deer Fest is just 2 weeks away. Deer Fest, huh? Did you hear that, honey? You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I mean, nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Alan Wake. I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host of the local radio station. Any chance I can get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. So you made a friend. That's cute.
Right.
Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane. Come make sure that you're left alone out.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car. We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord. A Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I've forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God. I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment.
One of the beginnings for Alan Wake deals with the structure of the story. Working on Max Payne games, I was writing a movie in my head, traditional 3-act structure. But that was around the time when everybody was watching DVDs, season DVDs of TV shows. And I started thinking that this would be an awesome structure for a game story because of a similar length.
Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
And that's just our boy here last script of a colossal smoke of the book of down. Screws always now. Organically, we want us to be want us to escape the nightmare, but we don't know how long the real nightmare can be reality once we'll be escaping it. But for the time being, let's say the joy of amplification, but it'll be hard so we can be famous. That's the problem. But what's this always be the idea when you're basically now with a nightmare? A little bit being famous, especially far more nightmare less. That being inside the nightmare will be nightmare full. Then 90s.